Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier have once again reignited their beef, and these two will probably never stop hating each other. Recently, Jon Jones went on a trip to Chechnya, the hometown of Khamzat Chimaev, and spent some quality time there. However, in a video where Jon Jones was enjoying and praising the Chechenyan food, Daniel Cormier tried to troll and commented, "Why is Jon Jones not with his family on the Thanksgiving holiday?"
I own a rent-free mansion in your head for the rest of your life. I want to take the time out to say a happy Thanksgiving to the people who are not with their friends and family today. Happy Thanksgiving. And if no one tells you that they love you, I love you. Have a blessed day.
Jon Jones fired back at Daniel Cormier, saying he lives rent-free in Cormier's mind indefinitely. He also extended Thanksgiving wishes to those spending the holiday apart from loved ones.
My love, I own a rent-free mansion in your head for the rest of your life. I want to take the time out to say a happy Thanksgiving to the people who are not with their friends and family today. Happy Thanksgiving. And if no one tells you that they love you, I love you.
And Jon Jones mocked Daniel Cormier, saying it's absurd that years after being beaten, he's still thinking about how Jon Jones spends his holidays, calling it a long-term rental with utilities included. Jon Jones said, "Imagine a man getting his ass kicked, and years later he's still pondering how I spend my holidays. Rather, that's not a concern, that's a long-term rental, utilities included." Jon Jones continued to poke fun at Daniel Cormier, saying he might send him a Habib gift so DC could focus on enjoying his holiday instead of obsessing over him, while tagging Telegram CEO Pavel Durov. Jon Jones said, "Maybe I should send one of those Habib gifts to Daniel Cormier so he can actually enjoy his holiday instead of thinking about me all the time." Pavel Durov. Meanwhile, Jon Jones is interested in fighting Alex Pereira at the White House card. He shared his choice to fight Pereira instead of Aspinall is about legacy. He wants a matchup that will be remembered for decades, not just look impressive in the moment. In Brazil, Pereira is a huge star with a unique presence that leaves a lasting impact. Jones adds that unlike other fighters, whose relevance fades quickly even after close fights, Pereira's influence will endure for years.
It's a more matter of legacy. What will make more sense?
Yep.
Do you fight the guy who is impressive right now, who no one I don't think is going to really care about a few years from now? Or do you fight the guy who's going to be remembered around the world for a very long time? I mean, in Brazil, Pereira is an absolute idol right now. Pereira, literally, one of the only things he says is trauma.
Yeah.
And people are, trauma! No one even knows what it means.
Yeah.
But he has that it factor, and that's a part of the reason why I wanted to compete against Pereira. The brand that he represents, the energy that he has behind him, will be remembered more than just 5 years from now.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Aspinall just had a close fight and people are already writing him off.
Yeah.
This might sound hard to believe, but Daniel Cormier also wants to see Jon Jones fight at the White House card. According to DC, there must be an American champ or star at the White House card to represent their country. And right now, there is no better option than Jon Jones.
They're talking about a White House fight card? Hey man, we gotta have some Americans win.
Yes.
I don't like Jon Jones, it's no secret, the whole world knows it.
You're right.
I said, man, y'all better put Jon Jones on there. Because right now we ain't got one American in the top 10 pound for pound. I said, if y'all want an American dude to go get a victory, put Jon Jones in there. Because he gonna win. That's what he does.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, I still don't believe, and I agree with DJ, it's like, you just can't have that tied to your name, especially in fighting.
Right.
And people call you the greatest of all time.
Jon Jones also shares that his strategy to beat Alex Pereira is to be smart and use what's in front of him. He notes the main difference from Aspinall is the wealth of footage on Pereira, including sparring clips in his full kickboxing career. Jones plans to study Pereira's combinations, counters, and defensive habits to identify openings he can exploit in the cage.
With Pereira, I'd have to be smart. I'd have to be really smart. I would have to use what's in front of me. The main thing, the biggest difference between Pereira and Aspinall is the level of footage that I have. Pereira posts everything, every spar session. I have a whole kickboxing career to study from. I have a pretty decent resume in MMA to watch now. Just take things from, I feel like Pereira is really stuck in a certain way of fighting, where he could really show, he has tendencies in his combinations, tendencies in his counters and in his defense, and it will be my job to find the holes inside of those tendencies.
Meanwhile, Jon Jones also explained he turned down a $30 million fight with Tom Aspinall because at nearly 40, the risks outweighed the rewards. He said his comeback from retirement is driven by the chance to visit the White House, not by facing Aspinall or Alex Pereira.
I really have gotten to a point in fighting where I feel as if I'm in a position that I have a lot more to lose than to gain. That's just me being honest. That's not being a coward or whatever. That's just the truth. I'm almost 40 years old now in a combat sport, a very physical sport.
Yeah.
I have to do things that make the right decision, you know, and fighting just to continue fighting doesn't make sense to me anymore. I feel as if I can earn money outside of punching people.
Yeah.
And to challenge myself in that way means more to me now than to fight again. But to be at the White House is the reason why I'm out of retirement. It has nothing to do with Aspinall or Pereira or anybody. It was the White House. The idea of being a part of something so historical means more to me than a few extra $1 million or another win in the win column.
Yeah.
It means the world to me.
On the other hand, Tom Aspinall has shared a video of his medical checkup in which the doctor explained the severity of his eye issue. The doctor described it as an extreme case, noting that Aspinall's left eye moves normally, but the right eye lags when looking up and inward. This restriction causes discomfort in the upper inner area of the eye. In a fight, the doctor explained Aspinall would naturally tilt his head to avoid pain and double vision, making it unsafe to continue competing in that condition.
Follow the light all the way down.
I'm trying, I know it's slow. Yeah, that's
Definitely.
It's still 1, but if you moved it a centimetre that way, now it's 2.
Yeah, so it's extreme gaze, right? Yeah, it's very obvious. So when he's looking up and in, the left eye is going up and in extremely well.
Yeah.
The right eye is kind of stopping. You see how the right eye is just not as high up as the left, and it's not as turning to the left as the left eye is. And that's a restriction. So the eye wants to go and he wants to track it, but the more I do this, the more he's going to start aching in that upper inner aspect. And what he's going to do is, if he's in a fight situation, he's not going to be dealing with it. He doesn't want the ache in the eye, and he also doesn't want to have double. So what he's going to do is tilt his head.
The doctor also explains how long Tom might need to stay inactive from the sport. He advised that Tom should not fight until his double vision is fully resolved, warning that continuing too soon could worsen the condition and set it back his recovery. He also noted that training while still experiencing double vision would prevent Tom from performing at his peak, especially when tracking movement in the periphery.
So how long till I can train properly, spar?
It's a long road ahead, but the prognosis is guarded at the moment. I would recommend that you wouldn't fight until your double vision is resolved for 2 reasons. One, it could potentially make things worse and set you back even further, or that you're training because you're still having double vision looking into the periphery, you wouldn't be at your peak.
However, fans still criticized him for not continuing his fight against Cyril Gane, and Tom Aspinall has finally grown frustrated with all those things. Tom declared that he won't return to the UFC as the good guy anymore and plans to come back as the bad guy, embracing a more aggressive, unapologetic persona as Bully Tom.
Can we get full-time Bully Aspinall after this smear campaign? How are you going to be on the comeback?
Right, when I come back, there is no more Mr. Nice Guy. Nice Tom. When it comes to MMA, he's gone. And I'm going full bad guy, I think.
MMA Guru reacted strongly to Tom Aspinall's confirmed medical report, criticizing anyone who suggested he faked the injury. He pointed out that certified doctors verified the damage and mocked claims that the report was AI generated. Guru stressed that Tom isn't falsifying medical documents and called out fans who doubted after Cyril Gane's fell. He added that the true supporters won't forget how the MMA community was exposed for questioning the heavyweight champion after a clear illegal poke.
With the confirmed clinical findings, okay? Confirmed clinical findings by eye doctors in hospitals Everybody's still out there maybe saying, this is fake, this is such bullshit. We ain't accepting apologies, dude. You're on that side, you're on that side. You want to be one of them, you're on one of them. Okay? I still see people on Twitter saying, this is ChatGPT. This ain't ChatGPT, dude. What do you think this is? He's cooking up a fake little thing to type down, fake doctor's notes to put up on his Instagram. This is the heavyweight champ we're talking about here, dude. This is bully Tom Aspinall. Real ones will remember the day the MMA community exposed themselves as two-faced and switched up on Tom after he got fouled by Cyril Gane. One of the top comments right here. We will always remember.
Tom Aspinall also shared his frustration with Dana White's statement that he didn't want to continue, clarifying that his decision was about safety, not hesitation. He explained that fighting a top striker with double vision was extremely dangerous in MMA. Referring to his bout with Alexei Oleinik, he noted that even a clean eye poke in the fight was manageable, but the vision issues he faced this time made it impossible to keep going.
I mean, he had Tom bloodied up, and you know, Tom didn't want to continue in the fight, so who gives a...
What do you think about Dana White saying Tom didn't continue, and then also who gives a to eye pokes?
Well, listen, I didn't continue. I'll tell you why I didn't continue. Because I'm not a dummy. Like, I'm not going to go out there and fight one of the best strikers in the world if I can't see.
With double vision?
With any eye. As an MMA fighter, look, things are going to happen in the fight that compromise you. Go back and watch my fight with Arlovski. The end of the first round, he punched me right in the eyeball. For the rest of that fight, I couldn't see him out that eye. That's fine. If you get punched or kicked in the eye, that's fine.
Moreover, Tom Aspinall insists that MMA must improve how fouls, especially eye pokes, are managed, since they can change a fight instantly. He wants a rematch with Cyril Gane, but only once his vision is fully healed, saying he needs to fix his eyes before returning to the cage. He also pushed back at online critics, noting that many speak like eye specialists without understanding the injury or what has been going through behind the scenes.
Things need to change in the sport of MMA when it comes to fouls. I'm obviously very keen to get back and beat this guy up. I've got to be 100% right, so whenever the eye's good to go, that's when I'll do it. A lot of haters out there who are living some very sad lives, who think they're eye doctors. I'll double eye poke you full blast in the eyes and see if you can still write some grim comment on Instagram. You let me know, you tough guys out there.
Andy Aspinall, Tom's father, urged the UFC to enforce stricter rules against eye poke injuries. He criticized the existing regulations as inadequate and questioned whether it would take a serious incident like a fighter being poked and rendered unable to continue to prompt change. He emphasized the importance of taking action to prevent situations like what happened to Tom from happening again.
The UFC have got some rules that what will it take to change those rules? Will it take somebody's eye being poked and falling on the floor? I don't know if that's a thing. I'm sure it's not, but what does it take? And is it the money that, you know, people won't watch the fights because they're not as exciting, because the gloves are not as good? I don't know the answer. The old Pride gloves were different, but something, from my point of view, needs to be done in the sport to stop happening what happened on Saturday night in Tom's fight.
Jim Miller also proposed that the UFC implement fines to prevent eye pokes. He explained that monetary penalties would encourage fighters to control their hands better and strike more safely, lowering the chances of accidentally hitting an opponent's eyes.
We don't kick each other in the UFC. We don't kick each other to the head when the opponent is on the ground, because we lose, because they have a very good track record of penalizing people that do so. I believe that if we brought in fines, right? Hey, the warning is in the back. Like, if you're gonna take my money away, I'm gonna make sure that my hands are closed when I'm reaching out. I'm gonna make sure that I don't poke somebody in the eye if you're gonna take my money away. But like, they're not really penalizing people, you know? And the thing is a lot of the time when somebody gets poked in the eye, their chances of victory are super slim. Like, The person that gets poked in the eye very, very rarely wins that.
Meanwhile, UFC heavyweight Waldo Cortes believes Terrell Gunn will take the rematch against Tom Aspinall. He noted that Gunn looked exceptional in their last fight, performing on a higher level and landing his jab effectively. Cortes added that Aspinall may have been affected early in the round and seemed hesitant to continue aggressively after the eye poke.
And who do you think wins, Tom Aspinall or Ciryl Gane? They're probably gonna do a rematch. Who do you think wins?
I don't know. I think the Tom Aspinall a little worried about City again, and this fight is looking amazing, looking more at the level can Aspinall expect, and I see that jab connected like a very good, and I see that Tom Aspinall like a taste the blood too early in the round. I think that for that reason, him like a push it like a try not fight no more after the poke the eye.
So you think that if they meet again, you think Ciryl wins?
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
On the other hand, possibly for the first time ever, the featherweight division is looking more interesting than the heavyweight division, as there is a lot going on at 145. Diego Lopes has been granted another title shot within a year, while top contenders are still waiting in the line. Lerone Murphy expressed frustration with the UFC's matchmaking, saying the only thing upsetting him was missing the chance to fight Alexander Volkanovski. Since joining the UFC in 2019, Volk had been his main target, the fight he structured his training and goals around. Even after Volk lost the belt, Murphy's focus remained on that matchup. He added it was never about money but about proving he could beat Volkanovski in the cage.
The only thing I'm about, like I said, is not getting the opportunity to fight against Volkanovski. I know he's going to retire after this, so I've always wanted to, since I got signed to the UFC in 2019, my goal was to choke Volkanovski. That's when he became champion. So the last 6 years, I know he got beat by Topuria, but the last 6 years, my aim's been Volkanovski. I need to get to that level. That's my goal. That's been repeating in my head when I'm training, whatever. But to get that's the only thing I'm bothered about. I'm not bothered about the money and whatnot. I want to fight against Volkanovski. I want to say I beat Volkanovski. That's it.
Lerone Murphy fired back at Diego Lopes, telling featherweights to get to work. He said no one could tell him that after winning 9 straight fights and facing every opponent the UFC offered. He noted that even he helped the promotion by taking Aaron Pico on 3 weeks' notice, calling Pico a dangerous top 5 fighter, and added that he knocked him out, proving he had done more than enough.
What did you make of the tweets from Diego once the news came out? There were a couple here. Here's one: take the risks, accept the fights they're offering you, do a good job and presentation. This is translation, so probably means promotion there. And then we'll talk mustache season is coming, see you in Australia. And then I do believe there was another one saying, my face when I saw everyone crying, sitting around, he won't give you a title fight, get to work and stop whining on social media. Do you think that was directed at you?
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care either. I'm not crying. And you can't tell me to get to work. I've got 9 fights in a row won. So no one can tell me to get to work. I fought whoever the UFC is giving me. I've not ducked fights. I've said yes. And in my opinion, I've done the UFC a favor taking the Pico fight on 3 weeks' notice. A dangerous guy. I believe he's top 5 in the division for sure. I feel like he's one of the best there, and I went out and knocked him out.
Popular streamer Sneeko criticized Dana White's UFC matchmaking, questioning why Diego Lopes received 2 title shots after losing to Movsar Evloev. He argued that the undefeated Movsar clearly deserved the next opportunity at the belt.
Did you guys see the new UFC card? Super disappointing. Message to Dana White and the UFC. Arman Tsarukyan 100% deserved the title shot, and UFC's becoming into a more cartoonish WWE. It's embarrassing. Why does Diego Lopes get 2 title shots after Movsar Evloev beat him? Movsar's undefeated. Diego Lopes already got the title shot in front of Movsar when he shouldn't have, and you're going to give him 2 shots? Movsar needs a title shot. Arman needs a title shot.
Adin Ross also shared his thoughts on the rematch, predicting that Diego Lopes will come out victorious. He believes Lopes will defeat featherweight star Alex Volkanovski and claim the title. Ross clarified that he still respects Volkanovski, but pointed out that Volk was rescued twice in their first fight, while Lopes had significant moments, including knockdowns, which make him more confident Lopes will win the rematch.
If Diego Lopes and Volk rematch, which they are, Diego wins that fight. I love Volk, but do you guys understand that Volk got saved twice that fight? He won 4-1, yes. Lopes also, He couldn't see his family. That was mental. Number 2, he didn't get knocked out. And he got 2 knockdowns on Volk.
Meanwhile, Sean O'Malley also reacts to the UFC 325 fight card, and he's on it. However, he expressed frustration at being scheduled as the 3rd fight on the UFC 325 card, joking that he feels like he's falling off hard, and wondering if his next fights will be on the prelims.
But Patty versus Justin Gaethje announced at a halftime. Kayla Harrison versus Amanda Nunes. I'm not even the co-main, dude. I am falling off hard. This is, god damn it. This is.
I seen that.
This was me. This is me. What's next? Prelims?
Early.
Jesus, early prelims. God damn it, it's not going good.
You're fighting in Great Falls again.
I'm about to be fighting at ICF in Great Falls. The stock of the Sugar Show is down bad right now. It's not good. It's not looking good.
Sean O'Malley revealed that he wanted his fight with Song Yangdong just to be 2 rounds. He explained that he asked the UFC about a shorter 2-round, 3-minute format, but they declined.
I got Sugar 2nd round KO.
Sugar 2nd round KO. I like that. 15-minute fight. People are like, why isn't it 5 rounds? I'm like, I wanted it to be 2. I asked UFC. I said, hey, what do you think about this? 2-round, 3 minutes. They're like, no. I'm like, fine. 3 5s, whatever. It is weird. My last 4 fights were title fights. Last 4 camps were 5-round camps. It was a lot, man. It was a lot. So 3-round camp, super excited. Probably do a 3-week fight camp, 1 week for each round. Right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, makes sense.
So I'm excited about that. We're back. We're back over Song UFC 324.
And that wraps up today's video. And hopefully you enjoyed it. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more MMA updates and reactions.